students, today we are going to start last topic of chapter number 4, that is tables in HTML. You all know whenever we want to represent our data in the form of rows and column, tables are the best option. Whenever your teachers or even if you want to make any list, you prefer Excel because in Excel you already have columns and rows. Similarly, in HTML, whenever we want to represent our data in the form of rows and columns, in a systematic way, we choose table tag for that. Data arranged in rows and columns provide an attractive way to represent information because our data looks very organized when we represent our data in the form of columns and rows. So let's look at some of the tags which we can use along with the table tag, with the help of which you are able to make your data. Now, simple thing you will see in table, the basic things which we have, that you all know that we have rows, we have columns, we have cell, alright. Then one heading we need to give on the top. Always we are writing like for what we are creating, what does the table consist of. These are the very basic things which we have. Then we have different headings. So for each and everything we have different tags in table with the help of which we are able to create our tables in HTML. Now just look at the top. Here if we'll see that on the top we are supposed to write the heading of the table. So whenever we want to write the heading of the table, at that time we can use caption tag for the purpose. Caption tag help us to give the heading of the table for what purpose we are using the table. Okay, then next is headings, like what all fields, what all columns you are going to make. These are verticals, one are the columns. So serial number, name, grades. For making headings of the table, we can use TH tag. TH stands for table heading. Okay. Then next are the rows. Rows, these are the horizontal lines. So whenever we want to define the rows of our data, at that time we can use TR tag. TR stands for table row. And then comes our cell where we are writing our data. So whenever we are writing our data in these rows, at that time for creating these cells we need the tag that is known as TD, which means table data. Okay. Once again I am repeating these things. For writing the heading of the table, all information regarding the table, what you are going to create, what data you are going to enter in that table, that you can write with the help of caption tag. To make rows, you can use TR tag. To give headings of the table like serial number, name, grades, that you can, like any headings in the table, for that you can use TH tag. To define, to enter the data in the cell, you can use TD tag. TD stands for table data. Okay. Now, if you can see that TH we already have, then here you can see I have written some of the tags: T head, T body, T foot. These are the additional tags which you can use. Students, along with table tag, you can simply use table tag within the body tag. But if specifically when you are creating tables in HTML and you know that there are only going to remain tables in your web page, at that time instead of body tag you can write T body tag. That does not make any effect in your output, anywhere it is not going to affect. But yes, if questions comes that do you have any specific table body tag, then you can say yes, we have T body. Similarly, for defining the heading, the way you are defining head tag in the normal web page, you have T head and T foot tag for defining the bottom of the table. So these are the additional tags which we have along with the different table tag and other tags. Now let's start with the attributes of the table tag. First attribute of the table tag is the border. Students, if you will not use border attribute of the table tag, when you will write your content, it will simply come in this way. Only rows and columns will be defined. There will be no borders, nothing will be there. So you can see when without border you are simply creating your table tag, you will get only your data in the form of rows and columns. But if you want that there should be border, then you have to use border attribute of the table tag, otherwise these lines will not appear. Now in these lines you will find different frames and rules, though that is not in your syllabus. Frames and rules, basically if you want that only left and right lines will appear, or maybe on the top or bottom, or inside you don't want any kind of line, then in that case you can use different types of frames and rules, otherwise it is not required as it is not in your syllabus. Now look at the next attribute, that is border color. Border color we are using if I want that this border should be of some specific color, like you want it of red color, blue color, or any other specific color if you want to mention, just simply write table border color equals to like this, table space, I hope you remember, between tag and attribute there will be space always, color equals to red, then your border color will be of red. Okay, then next is BG color. Now background color, if you want that your background color of your table should be any specific color, then you can mention that table BG color equals to blue. So this you need to mention if you want any specific color at the background of your table. Now let's come to the next attribute of the table tag, that is background attribute. Remember student, along with body tag also we did background attribute. Their background attribute brings the image to your web page. Here also it will bring, like on specific cell. In specific cell if you want to have any image, you can use background. So background attribute gives background in the particular cell, or even at the background of the table. If you want specific image, background attribute is going to help you in that case. Next attribute if you see of table tag, that is align attribute. Align attribute basically we are using whenever we want our table to be aligned in specific position. Suppose right now you can see my table is in the center of the board. If you want your table to be at the center of the web page, you can align write align equals to center. If you want it at the left hand side, if you will not mention align attribute, then by default it will come to the left hand side of the web page. But if you want it should come at the center or right, then in that case you can write align equals to center or align equals to right. That depends upon your own choice. Now next attribute if you can see, that is cell padding and cell spacing attribute of the table tag. Cell padding we are using when you want specific space between this border. This is border and this is the data of your table. So if you want specific space between this border and your cell data, then you can use cell padding. And cell spacing you are using when you want certain distance between these two cells. At that time you are using cell spacing. Could you see the difference? This is simple table. This is when you are using cell spacing and cell padding. Next is height and width attribute. Height and width, basically whatever the content you are going to enter in your table size will be of that much only. But if you want to adjust the table size, then you can use height and width attribute. When you will mention specific height and width along with your table tag, at that time your table will be of that specific height and width. Now let's see attributes of TR, TD and TH. Border color and BG color, that is the same attribute which you have used with the table also. So border color and BG color, if you want like specific color you want to give to specific row or column, or TH you can give specific border color and BG color. Similarly, if you want to align the data which is given in TR, TD or TH, that also you can align with the help of align attribute. Call span and row span. Sometimes it happens that our data is little bit big which cannot fit into a single column or single row. So whenever you want to span your data, at that time you can use row span or column span. Suppose your data is large. then in this case you can span your column. Same thing can happen when your data is big enough which cannot fit in a single row. At that time you can span your row along with the TD tag or TR tag. TD call span equals to, now here you will specify the number according to the number of cells which you are going to merge. Okay, the number of columns which you want to combine, row span equals to 3. So these are the different attributes of TR, TD and